Hey everyone, how are you? Oh, you're muted.
Good.
How are you?
Good, good.
Abhina.
Hi.
Good, Abhina.
Awesome.
Muscle.
I think my voice is repeating twice. Hold on.
Because people need to hear it twice, right?
Okay, there we go. Awesome. Also, make sure to reformat your name so it says your full name and then the city and state.
So are we doing a live on YouTube as well, Abhina?
We are recording and saving it to YouTube, but we're not going to be using it for the presentation. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Hi, Snail and Ami, how are you?
How are you doing, Abhina?
Good, fantastic.
Abhina, I had to register right now. Actually, I had to register to get onto the Zoom. Actually, even though I had registered prior itself, the prior link was not allowing me to log in. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but I had to just try it again.
Okay,
I just had to re-register again.
got it. Julia.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing great. How are you, Abhina?
Awesome.
Hello, everybody.
Just a quick reminder, make sure you put your full name and then your city and state. Hi, Ife. How are you?
Hey, Big Now. I'm good. How are you? How are you?
Good.
Good.
Awesome. Has anyone forgotten what day it is so far? Sometime in this, the lockdown. Today I thought it was Friday, and then my team said, no, Big Now, our meeting is, because we have a meeting for Saturday and Sunday. So they were like, no, Big Now, that's in like 5 other days. I've lost count of days.
Hi, Abhina, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good, thanks.
What time is it there for you guys in Canada?
It's 10:50.
Awesome.
Hi, Abhigna. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Rajanko?
All right. Exciting.
So make sure everyone is reformatting your name so it says your full name and then your city and state on Zoom.
All right. Good to see some excited people here. Huh?
Yeah. Raj, I love your background. Is that like a sticker, or did it come with the house? Like, is it painted on?
It's a painter. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a stencil. Like you paint on top of it. Yeah.
Awesome.
All Bhavani's idea. So.
Mhm.
Happy New Year, Raj.
Hello.
Happy Tamil New Year.
Yes. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Anyone here for the very first time?
Hi, Abhigna. We have a new candidate. Her name is Dana. Dana, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks, Sudha. My name is Dana. I am a student at Arizona State University. My major is health entrepreneurship and innovation, and I'm absolutely loving it. Even with the transition to the online, it hasn't been too crazy, but I'm really excited to be here and meet all of you guys and hear about your stories and what it's all about. So thank you for inviting me.
Awesome. Welcome, Dana. Yeah, I went to ASU as well for business communications. So that's awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah. How many classes are you taking right now?
Right now, so I'm taking classes at ASU and Rio Salado. So I'm taking some Adobe at Rio Salado just to kind of get that skill, but a total of 18 credits at ASU.
Wow, busy schedule.
Yeah, it's the online actually surprisingly makes it more manageable, just be able to stay
Right.
flexible. Yeah, so we're making do.
Yeah, my last semester in college, I had 7 classes and I was like, okay, I'm taking majority of these online. There's no way I'm going in person for these. It's not happening.
Yeah, totally understand that.
It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, this business is very easy to multitask into your, college lifestyle as long as you treat it like a credit, in school and stuff. And as long as you can do that, you're good to go.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate the support and the advice.
Anyone else here for the first time? See some out of country people. That's awesome.
Bigna Santosh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Do we remove the B from?
Yeah. It makes it easier for me when I'm moving you to the break room. Just be starting in a few more minutes. Hey everyone, just want to let you know one more time, make sure that your name is reformatted properly on Zoom. I sent how to do it on chat, in the Zoom chat. Anyone here for the first time? Outside of Dana? Okay, let's just double check. Sudhakar, are you on the call? Yep, okay, he's on the call.
Yes, we are.
Awesome. All right. So let's get started. Good evening, everyone. My name is Abigna. I'm your host tonight, and congrats on qualifying for this event. I know you're eager to learn, and you're eager to be here. And guests, make sure that your audio and video are working, and then because the speaker may engage with you, it's going to be really awesome. And now it's my great pleasure to be able to introduce our speakers tonight, Sudhakar and Sridevi from Phoenix, Arizona. And I know lots of you are also from Phoenix, Arizona here. So, Sudhakar has a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and a master's degree in computer science. And he also worked in the IT field for several years as a successful IT manager. And Sridevi has a bachelor's degree in sciences and has never worked outside of her home. And she's just a devoted wife, mother, and she's an awesome mother. And 100% partner to Sudhakar building this business. And together they built a strong network marketing business that is now generating millions of dollars of revenue around the world. And they started this business with a very small capital in the US. Now, spread to many countries outside of the US, such as like Canada, India, Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, UK, South Africa even, and many more. And they give credit for their success to their multimillionaire mentor, actually, who's also network marketing in that industry. And their names are Raj and Sangeeta Shah from Billings, Georgia. And now Sudhakar and Sridevi mentor many entrepreneurs around the world. So I feel blessed that they agreed to speak with this team today. So help me welcome my mentors, Sudhakar and Sridevi Dereddy.
All right. Thank you, Abigna, and a great introduction. Good evening, everyone. We're so excited to be here and to see you all on an evening. I know there is nothing else that you could do, that you're locked down anyway, right? Where else could you be in a place where you can have 100+ people and you could still be there in that group? This is the only place, right? I think most states, they don't allow you if you have more than 10. Here, we allow you even if you're 100+. And we guarantee you, you don't get any COVID-19, right? Instead, we will help you to become rich, okay? All right, well, before I go on, I would like to invite my partner in my life and business, Sridevi, say a few words.
Awesome. Thank you, Sudhakar. Hi, friends. We are Sudhakar and Sridevi. Super blessed, and fortunate to be in this association, this business. And thank you so much, Abigna, for the awesome introduction. Welcome, everybody. I know most of you might be working from home, right? Having more family time and pet time, family time. It's one way it's blessed, that we're all get to stay, with the families, build relationships and all that. Yeah, but hope everybody is safe. I hope all of you, your relatives, and and back home, everybody is safe. Okay. But anyway, whatever happens. You see, nobody expected, no one expected that the corona is going to come. So many jobs is going to go. So many people will be stuck in the house. They can't even go and find some other, even the smallest job. That is the reason you don't know. You never know what will happen tomorrow. That is the reason we just don't want to put our, all our eggs in one basket. That is the reason, we're having a, along with the job, we are having a building this amazing business. I know my husband is very passionate, very dedicated, very passionate. He helped and worked with so many entrepreneurs, with couples and with singles, students, and all those kind of people, and he's one of the best teacher. Just pay full attention. And first of all, I would like to say congratulations each and every one of you for being here, for qualifying to be here. Okay, and here is my husband.
Awesome. Thank you, Sri. All right. Fantastic. So like Sridevi said, congratulations for qualifying to be here, right? And and let's say, I know I see that there are some, some of you here for the very first time. I see, Dana, is that, Is Donna here? Okay.
Yes, I'm right here. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Dana. How are you?
I'm doing well. I
Good,
appreciate you
good.
asking.
Good to have
Excited to
you.
be here.
All right. Okay. How about Diana and Guillermo? Diana and Guillermo, are you guys here?
Yes, right here.
Hi, we're right here.
Hi.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Good to see you guys. Okay. You guys know where I'm looking, huh?
Thank you.
And what about Sandeep? Sandeep Pustakala. Okay. Hi, Sandeep. Good to have you. Okay. How about Shelby? Shelby Williams. Okay. She's not here today. Okay. All right. Good to have you all. So, well, so here, today, this first part of this seminar, there are two parts tonight. The first part, I'll be talking to you. Second part, I'll be talking to our partners. Okay. So, Donna, would you like to share a little bit about you, your background, and why you are here?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you. So I, like I said earlier, I'm a student at Arizona State University. I'm studying health entrepreneurship and innovation. And I happened to get connected with Sudha, and we got to talking about sort of what it means to be an entrepreneur and sort of what opportunities are out there. And we just kind of connected to see if our values aligned. And so here I am, and I'm definitely excited to learn from you all and see how I can contribute.
All right. I'll definitely want to talk to you more a little bit later. Okay. Thanks for introducing yourself. Okay. Now, how about Guillermo and Diana?
Hi, well, I'm Diana, and we're here for the business, obviously a better income and the teaching opportunity also. It is great to have you guys giving us that mentorship. We like it pretty much. It's very good so far. And I'm from Mexico, been living here for about 15 to 16 years already. And we're currently in Phoenix, Arizona.
Fantastic.
My name is Guillermo. I live here in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a worker construction. And I'm here because a friend of mine invited me to be part of the business. And I like the way are you guys teaching the people to be better person and better life.
I like that. I like that. Super. Okay. How about Sandeep?
Hello everyone, this is Sandeep. I live in Phoenix and currently working for American.
Sandeep, I think you cannot be heard louder.
Is it better now?
A little better.
Okay. So hi, hello everyone. This is Sandeep. I'm from Phoenix. Currently, I'm working for American Express as a software engineer. Since we are into the situation where into the coronavirus situation, I just thought the recession would be the recession would be the next thing to come. So I just thought of looking for the options where I could earn more money. So that is where I met my colleague Lakshmi, and he introduced me to this MBA.
Fantastic. All right. Good to have you, Sandeep. All right. Okay. Well, now you guys introduced yourself, so now I feel obligated to introduce myself too. Okay. You guys really want to know who I am? Okay. I'm sure. I know Abhigna talked a little bit about. Well, I'll give you a little, more than what you thought. Okay. And but just to start with a little bit, like my name is Sudhakar and my wife Sridevi, you just saw her. Okay. And we are originally from India. Okay. And we came to this country, back in 1993 to work for IBM at Gaithersburg, Maryland. don't look for an IBM office in Gaithersburg right now because it was closed 5 months after I started there. Okay. So it looks like, everybody says, your mission was to sell IBM. I said, looks like, and so I have a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and a master's degree in computer science. Well, that was my ticket to come to the United States, right? I come from a village background. My mom and dad both were farmers and not so educated, 5th grade and 9th grade. And but I was a good student, and I remember when I was about to go to college, one of my dad's cousin told my dad, don't send him to college. He'll be fit for nothing. My dad asked why. He said, why? Show me one guy in the village who went to college. Most of them didn't even graduate. Those who graduated are still in the village, doing the farming, or they don't even know how to do farming now. And you have only one son and you're so poor. Last time you could not even pay $10 to the bank as an installment payment. So they had to come and take away your cattle. We saw you begging, going home to home to see if somebody can borrow you $10 so that you can get your cattle back. Now you want to send your kid to the college and spend more money. You will be getting more into debts. And moreover, the only son that you have, and that is the only help that you have, somebody going to help you in the farming, and you're going to lose that help. That's unwise. And guess what my dad said? He said, well, I thought so too. But last time in his summer break, I took him for farming. He was almost killed by the bulls. He was pulled under the plow. That's when I decided I would rather have my son alive than be, nothing. It's okay for him to be useless, but I just want him to be alive. What a dad, right? So even though he could not afford my education, he decided to send me to college. Okay, that's overhearing this conversation. My mom, thought, what? That was so true. No kid in the village was successful by going to the college. We got to do something different. Then she thought about asking my, maternal uncle, her brother, who was college graduate, and I requested him, can you guide my son? He said, sure, but you need to send him over to my village, 100 kilometers away from my village. So my mom agreed, and I was shipped to my grandpa's village to be with my grandpas and my uncle, right? So that was my little background, okay? So I'll tell you why, how I came to the US later, okay? Well, congratulations for being here, because, definitely you have gone through few steps before being here. I don't believe anybody here, because, this is your first step, right? You've already, mature, to be senior partner, okay? You had some little conversation. Probably you read one of the books that they offered to, they offered to you. And you had one more interview where, to see if there is really a connection, that if you're really looking, for an opportunity, okay? And then you are here, okay? So congratulations. Well, the game is not over yet, okay? You are, on the way, okay? Because there is a process, and that where you're going through a 7-step process, what we call it a qualification to select the candidates that we want to work with, okay? It's like, you guys know the difference between, a high school football and a college football, okay? College football, the players are selected. You know what they go through before they get selected, right? Is because more than the business, this is a mentorship. See, no matter what business that you want to do, and I believe you all know the business that you're going to learn more about, what you're learning is network marketing, okay? If you don't know that it's network marketing, and a surprise for you, or if you think that bothers you, you are free to leave. Okay, but we'll be talking about network marketing. Well, network marketing, see, any business that you do, the very first thing is, you have to have something to sell, right? You must sell something, otherwise there's no business. If you make business, means you want to make money, otherwise it's called a charity. If it is a business and you want to make money, that means you must have something of a value to your end customer that you are selling, a product or a service. Okay, that's a must. But how many of you are ready to make your own product and sell? And I was talking to one of my friends the other day. He said, hey, what about toilet tissue? There is a huge demand right now because of COVID-19. How about starting my own business of making toilet tissue, not selling toilet tissue? There are a lot of people want to sell toilet tissues, but they don't have a tissue to sell. How many of you want to start a company right now, manufacturing company, a paper industry, to open your own toilet tissue manufacturing? It looks so simple, toilet tissue, right? And it is so simple, you just flush it right after using it. You don't even reuse it. That inexpensive, that useless. Let's try to make it. You need to have, a factory, a machine to process the pulp, the big, huge heaters, so many mechanical engineers, process engineers, pulp engineers, environmental protection, the way you have to clean the water that is used, you name it, okay? Everything does matter. After all these things, it costs millions and millions and millions of dollars before you can even open your manufacturing company, a paper manufacturing company, a toilet sheet manufacturing company. But if you don't have it, you don't have a business. Okay, that's called infrastructure, right? But let's say you have a product, okay, you have a company, or you're smart enough to say that, well, forget about manufacturing, and I would rather sell and make money rather than make. Let's do it, okay? What do you have to do? To sell it, you need to find a customer. That means you need to generate some leads who are interested, basically who need a toilet tissue, okay? Well, back in India, when I was growing up, we never had a toilet tissue. If somebody was trying to sell me a toilet tissue, I would say, why? Probably I would tell them, don't waste paper. We even worship paper in India. And you use it for the shit? No. So that means I was not a right candidate if you want to sell toilet tissue to me when I was in India growing up. Okay, so you need to find the right candidate. It's not any candidate, it is the right candidate. That means a target audience is very important, target customer. And you generate the leads. So you generate the leads does not mean just because I need a toilet tissue does not mean I have to buy from you. Why should I buy from you? There's a lot of competition. I can go to Scott, I can go to some other thing, right? So that means there must be something that you have that you impressed me. I decided to take action on buying it from you. Your marketing program. And then, is that just me? If it is just me who is going to buy it from you, are you going to make money? No. You need to generate a huge traffic. Otherwise, see, it costs millions of dollars to make the first roll of toilet tissue. For the company, it takes millions to make the first roll of toilet tissue. But it costs less than $1 to make one toilet tissue if you have millions of customers of buying that tissue. Is that right? So that means you need to create, a traffic that keeps coming and buying your toilet tissue. Then your tissue would be cheaper. Otherwise, your business would be bankrupt. So generating a lead, that means finding a target audience and impressing the customer that you have the best product. And then creating enough traffic so that you become profitable. And then once you generate that enough traffic, you also need to make sure that it is automatic. You will be able to retain your customers. Otherwise, dog eat dog world. Today, a customer of yours could be somebody else's customer tomorrow. Right? So many people who were customers of Nokia, or Motorola, are now customers of Samsung or Apple. Right? That's the world. That's the competition. You cannot cry about it. What you got to do? What do I do? How can I tell the customer that I stand out? I am so better than the competition. Why you need me? A lot of people are thinking, if my product is cheaper, I can sell it. I don't know what to say for your innocence. Okay, you know it, but somehow, you don't want to accept it, right? Okay. Oh, hold on a second. So I need to. Okay. Okay. Abhigna, you are the host, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Right. So we always wonder, why, but you know it, but for some reason, I don't know why, that you don't seem to understand it, but deep inside, that iPhone is not the cheapest phone, but that iPhone has the biggest market share among all the smartphones. It's $1 trillion company. How come such an expensive luxury product, that company became the world's largest provider of wearables? So obviously, customer cost saving, yes, it is one of the factors they look at it. If that is the case, then Samsung would be the number one, not iPhone. So obviously, the customer is buying it, definitely not buying just because of the price. So then, would you like to be in a business only with the products selling only cheapest products? Is that your strategy to sell a product? Then probably you will not succeed. Because how many of you would like to buy a face mask that does not filter COVID? Would you rather buy an N95 filter even though it is expensive? Or would you like to just buy any ordinary shitty cover? No, well, I have a mask. Really? Can you go to New York City and walk now? Let's go to the mall in New York City with the regular paper and see, walk. Would you like to go into a hospital with your regular mask and walk? I don't think you want to take a risk. People say what? I don't care, man. I can make money if I'm alive. I don't mind spending any money for this kind of a thing that can protect me. So customer needs a value, right? Things like that. So all these factors go into picture before you pick something else, right? So as a business owner, you need to think about all those things. If you do not have an expertise in all of these things, what does Robert Kiyosaki say in his book? He says, most companies fail in the first 1 or 2 years. The biggest reason is not because of their idea is shitty. They have fantastic ideas because these are some of the brilliant people coming from the brilliant schools. The problem is they did not know how to raise the capital to let the company get going. That is their biggest problem. Ability to raise the capital. That means these people somehow could not convince the venture capitalists that they have a solid business plan to convert an idea into a viable business plan. A business, running business. Those capitalists could not trust this guy that he has the ability. That's why they don't want to risk their money with him, right? That's why companies fail. And only 2% of the businesses that started today would still be running and active in business after 10 years. That means 98% of the businesses failed in the first 10 years. That means, all these guys had big plans. They had money. They somehow got the money in. They worked hard and everything, but still they could not sustain their business or scale up their business. And then finally, they could not handle the stresses of running the business, is no longer profitable, and they simply closed the doors or sold it to somebody and ran away. Okay. We always wonder, the business is the only way we can make tons of money. Business people are rich. You know that. Then have you ever wondered, if the business is the way to get rich, if the business people are the rich people in the world, then why not all the smart people not start a business? I know there's many of you in this room who have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a PhD, a postdoc. That means what? At least you think you are smart, or at least your parents think you are smart. Okay? Or maybe, somebody else think you are smart. But how come you are not able to, had the guts to open a business and run with it? Because running a business takes a lot more. Okay? So it is not about starting a business. It is not about, a lot of people think about how. To me, it is not how that is important. It is who that is important. Okay? One of my mentors, his name, Britt. Okay? He said it. If you find an expert to do a job, don't do it. If you're not an expert and you got to get it done, please don't do it. Instead, hire an expert. It is worth paying an expert. It saves you time, and moreover, you will be successful in completing your project. Right? It could be as simple as mowing your lawn, or fixing your pool, or something else. And think about a business, how complicated it is. I would rather go find somebody who has an expertise and work with them if they are willing to, and pay them if they can accept a payment, and work with them so that my success is guaranteed. Okay? I don't say guaranteed, because in any business, it is not guaranteed. There's no guarantee anything. The thing is, provided you put the effort, right? That's much more important thing. You're willing to learn. You're willing to put the effort in doing it, what you learned, putting into practice. When you put things into practice, you are going to fail. When you fail, are you going to say, this is not going to work? Or do you say, when was the last time I learned any new thing for the very first time? I was a genius. My mom always told me, when I started getting up and standing, she told me the day that I decided to stand up, I just stood up. And then after that, I decided to walk, and I started walking without falling. So like that, even my math problems, my professor told me the very first time I got it. I was one of those guys. I get it the very first time. That's it. And moreover, I'm an ingenious. That means I don't need a teacher. Most of the things I figure things out by myself. I'm such a genius. Actually, anything that I use today or I do things today, it is not invented by somebody else. I did everything by myself. Actually, I even invented the number system. Everybody else is using it. Okay, I learned how to use it. Fork and spoon. I didn't have to learn from my mom. I did myself. I'm such a genius. Then you don't need to be here. If you are that genius, you can learn everything all by yourself so easily, then you don't need to be here. Actually, I need to be working with you. Right? That means we are all go through a try, fail, adjust, and then become an expert. Right? If you want to become an expert, that's what the only way you can. And if you have not forgotten that lesson, that try, fail, adjust, and then after the adjustment, try all over again. If you do not have the figure it out mentality, rather you expect everything to work, and if you do not have the go-getter attitude, then business is not for you. It's not going to work for you. Okay, that's why many people fail in businesses. Number one, they don't have a persistency and consistency, discipline, a determination to succeed, and they do not have a guide who has already became successful and willing to help you to become successful. Right? So that's why if you're one of those guys, I'm going to figure out how, then probably, you don't need a mentor. Everybody else need a mentor. So this business opportunity is about having a mentor who have already succeeded and willing to hold your hand and teach you step by step and help you to become an expert, provided you are willing to put the effort. Right? That's why. That's why we want to pick the candidates who have those qualities. Right? That's why we go through this process. Well, now let me quickly share you a presentation. Okay. All right. Good. You guys can see this. So this is presentation, right? Abhigna, can you acknowledge?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. So there are a few other reasons for the process. Okay, network marketing is also one of the most, that is, talked about, industry, because it has started a few decades ago, and most people who built network marketing business has done it, in a different way. Or rather, let me tell this. Network marketing business, there are two types. One is that's called, a small business network marketing. The other one is called a big business network marketing. If you are, interested in a small business network marketing, sure, we definitely can help you, but we want to know that that's what you want, because mentorship is not for those who want a small business network marketing. Mentorship is for the people who want to build a big business network marketing. Okay, because a big business is the one that requires help. Okay, a lot of people at the beginning, they built a small business network marketing, and when they say small business, that means it is mostly a sales business. Have you ever seen any sales guy? Most salespeople, what do? They are not interested in the person. This is what you see, that people before profits. That means they are more interested in the profits than the person that they are selling. They just want to get the profit. Somehow, that's it. Okay. So the people who are more focused on sales, they have messed up the name of the industry. And also, they have mistreated people. Not only that, because they also acted like sales, because they were doing sales, they bugged people until they bought the product, until they joined the team. Because of that, a lot of people think network marketing means bugging people, pestering people, keep bothering them until they join, until they buy the product. Well, just want to let you know, that is called a small business network marketing or a sales-based network marketing. That's not what we are here to talk to you about. Okay, if that's what you want to do, let us know. Okay, we can definitely talk about it. Okay, so because of that, so we want to make sure we know who you are. Are you one of those guys, just want to do sales and make some money, or you really want to build a big business where you can actually make money, on an ongoing basis, right? Residual basis, right? All right, good. Then the next one is, in any partnership, in any mentorship program. So because this is more of a mentorship program to build your business, the trust between the mentor and the mentee is very important. If your to-be mentor has manipulated you, lied to you, then you're not going to trust them. When there is no trust, there is no mentorship, right? So this process is also to make sure that we provide the transparency to you so that the trust is built between you and your mentor. Another thing is, we are not here to pick. Somebody said, what kind of education that you have? How much money do you have? No, we are more interested in your character. Okay. Another thing, we don't want people to build a business, just like that. Hey, if you trust me, do you believe in me? Join me. No, I want you to be educated so that you can make a decision for yourself. I am not going to make a decision for you. I am here to help you if you make a decision to build it and if you qualify. So my goal is to provide you the facts so that you don't become a victim of somebody else's opinion. So this is to educate you. And again, to know more about you. We'll talk about it. At the end, nothing works if you don't know why you are building what you're building. If your desire to build this business is not strong enough, you may be like, you may fall, any kind of a wind, a breeze can blow you away. Okay. But if your desire is strong, you definitely gonna stay firm, stay determined until you succeed, right? So your why is very important. So now let me ask you, okay, probably, Sandeep, what is your number one reason you want to build this business, or you want to build the business? You're looking for an opportunity, not necessarily this business. We don't even know whether you want to build this business or not. What is the number one reason? What is that you're really looking for?
The first thing is that, first thing is that having a job is not, I learned that having a job is not sufficient, but we should have we should find some other opportunities as well in the fields where you can work into that, like where you can succeed into that. So that's where I have a thought of going into the business field since long time, but I never got an opportunity to get into that. So I just thought, like, for the beginners, I thought this will be the good opportunity for me to learn more about business and things like that. Yes.
Okay, so you're looking for a safety and a security.
That's correct.
Of your income.
Yes.
Okay, and you understand that that is not there in a job.
Yes, job is not sufficient for that. That's what I think.
Right, job can provide an income, but it does not provide you the guarantee of income rest of your life. You understand that? And you business was there in your mind, but you at the same time you knew that you don't know how to realize that into a reality.
Something like that, yes. And if in the real-time business, it's something like you need to spend more time and you need to work into that for a lot of the time, for most of the time actually. But here it's something like when you talk people into this and building a network, it will be like good thing to start with. So that's what I thought actually.
Okay, so the learning curve is very short and the risk is low.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, okay, good, good. Okay, so, and how about you, Guillermo? Okay.
Hi, Sudakra. First of all, because I don't want to be working at construction for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And this opportunity present for us, and we want to take it because we want to be, ¿cómo se dice dueños?
Owner of my own time.
Owner for
My own time.
my own time. To be free to do things that I have to want to do.
To be in control of your own life.
Yes.
Right? To be your own boss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Okay. So how strong is the desire?
¿Qué tan fuerte es el deseo que tienes tú?
Very, very strong.
Okay. Good. You're speaking good English. I don't know why you need a translation.
Thank you. Because I'm
learning.
Very good. That's very proud of you. I know learning English is not overnight, but at the same time, what is the best way to learn a language? Be around the people who are speaking that language.
Sí, como que sería lo mejor que para aprender de la compañía, que estás alrededor de personas que hablan el lenguaje. Es lo que...
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's true, because how I'm gonna learn the English if nobody is talking me in the language?
Exactly. And you make sure you're not around the Hispanics so that you can learn English faster. So keep Diana away.
Okay.
Or at least don't take her help. And the moment you think that she is there to help you, you stop putting the effort to learn it. Right? But however, when you are surrounded by the people who are speaking that language, you learn it faster. Same thing. The best way to learn a business is hanging out the people who are building a business. Okay. If you hang out with the bunch of guys, dishwashers, gas station workers, Walmart employees, then you will always look for another job like them. Right? But if you hang out with the business owners, you'll be thinking business and you'll be thinking of doing something related to business. Right? Your associations are very important. See, this business provides those associations for you. See, think about it. We have 100 people on this meeting right now are business owners, hanging out the business owners. Right? That's one thing. Fantastic. All right. Okay. Let's move on with the interest of the time. Okay. So these are the things that we'll be talking today. This is the agenda. The cash flow quadrant, okay, which if you've read the Kiyosaki book, you know that, okay? The asset development, okay? Not the income development, okay? It is the asset development. We'll talk more about it. And what is the business plan to develop an asset? And what kind of a mentorship available? And then how do I structure my business for the type of money that I want to make? Okay, that's what we are going to discuss today. Well, you are familiar with it. Okay. So, Dana, tell me, what is the difference between the left side and right side? Is it, I believe it is Dana, right?
Yeah, Dana, either
okay.
way. But
what is the difference between left and right?
My understanding is, so on the right side, looking at it here with the B and the I, you have, it's not like you're working for a paycheck per se, like on the left side, it's more of like hourly, you work for it. It's very, this for that. And then with the B and the I, as pointed out on here, the leverage sort of, having others sort of work with you and using your money to work for you.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, how about Sandeep? How would you differentiate those two sides?
So
what do you think is the difference between the left side and the right side of this cash flow quadrant?
okay. So on the left side, it's something like we are working to someone, and the right side is something like we own the business and we make the money. Like we make the money without doing much of the work. So it's something like we are the owners of the business.
Okay, all right. Well, let me give you my perspective about it. Okay, let me give you the very big picture first, and let's get into the detail a little bit. The left side and right side. Left side is food for work. That's what the left side is, right? Food for work. You do the work, I give you the money. If you don't come to work, I cannot give you the money, right? That's the left side. That means for any reason you cannot work, you cannot have the food on the table. The right side is, it is an asset-based income. It means there is an effort, but you put an effort to build an asset. But once you build an asset, you don't have to keep on putting the effort to make the money that you have been making. Your asset keeps generating income for you. In a way, you put an effort once and you get paid on an ongoing basis as long as that asset exists. So would you rather work all the time to make the money, or would you want to work for some time to build an asset and then let the asset keeps making money? Which one would you prefer, Sandeep?
Obviously, it's the right side one.
Right? So work for some time, build an asset, and then continue to make money rest of your life, right? Ongoing basis. That is the major difference. That means, do you want to work for some time, or do you want to work rest of your life, right? And again, do you want to make a little bit money, or do you want to make a lot of money? Do you want to put a lot of effort to make a little bit money, or do you want to put a lot of effort for some time and then continue to make money with a little effort after that? That is the difference between those two, right? One is a residual work, other one is a residual income, right? That's what it is. So once you have an ongoing income, what you can do is, amazing. Now you have more time for yourself, right? And then you have more money for yourself to spend on the luxuries that you want, the trips that you want to make, and the things that you want to give it away. Think about it. What would you do if you do not have to work as intensely, or you don't have to work and you still make money? If you have the time and the money because you were smart enough to work early on, now you're enjoying the life. What are the things that you would like to enjoy, right? Diana, what are the things that you would really love to do if you have the time and the money that keeps coming because of an asset that you built?
I like that. So for me personally, I like the big business mindset, because I think when you're dedicated to building a business that can provide something of value to society, it's sort of a gift that keeps on giving. So not necessarily like leveraging people per se, but obviously, you have people that are in your network and you help with. But yeah, the usual travel. I want to be able to have money to work towards the projects and the companies that I want to develop that in turn add value to society, but can't do that when it's just, working hourly, like getting that sort of pay. But yeah, so want to make a big difference.
Fantastic. Okay. I tell you another major difference between the left side and right side. Okay. The right side is a significant residual. It's not just a residual, it is a significant residual. say, let's say, for example, somebody who said, oh, I'm in real estate. I have 2 homes that are on rental. I make money. Really? How much did you invest? And how much money are you making after all the expenses are done? Did you actually put in your money or did you mortgage it? Depending on that, amount of money that you made is also different. Right? How many such homes can you own with the money that you have, with the kind of credit rating that you have? On an average, most people make around $200 to $250 per home after all the expenses are done. If you have 2 homes, you make $500. In order for you to live, you need to have at least some $5,000 per month. So that means you need to have 20 homes. Then we are talking about real estate as a residual income. So $250 of residual is not significant. So we want to have a significant residual. So as an investor, if you want to make significant residual, in order to be a millionaire, you must be a billionaire. In order to make $100,000, you must invest $1 million. If you are a good investor, getting 10% return on your investment, right? So that's why B and I is not for everyone. B, you don't have an expertise and the money. And the I, you don't have the money, right? The E and S, you work, you make money. But the thing is, the amount of money that you make, how come in the case of B, you can make so much money, but not in the case of E and S? See, when I started my job, I was in E. When I first came to the US, okay, I was working for IBM. They were paying me $32,000, $32,000 for a year. That was 93, okay? But 5 months later, I got laid off because, not my mistake, because the company was not doing good. IBM was losing $1 billion a quarter because they did not adapt to the new technology in time. They stuck with the old mainframes instead of moving into the PC and server business. So they were losing $1 billion a quarter and they have to let go, sell the property, and let go of employees. They didn't allow employees to transfer to other units, right? Let go, that's it, not my mistake. Then when I found another job and moved to American Express in New York City, that was in '94 spring. My salary was $36,000. They said, you get a higher pay, $4,000 extra because it's a cost of living adjustment because it's in New York City. I was so excited, whatever it is, man, I'm getting a pay raise. Then I realized a month later, I'm making less than what I used to make in Maryland. It is not really a pay rise. Cost of living is way too high, right? So then 7 months later, my boss there said, no, what, we are moving you to Arizona. Then I asked my boss, I said, you're moving me to Arizona? Am I a box or something? So I used to have some jokes with my boss because I was already, became a little familiar with my American bosses by that time, right? Then he said, no, you're silly, man. We are reorganizing. All the technology would be working from either from Phoenix or from Miami. So we are moving you to Phoenix and all the business people would be working from the New York towers. I asked my boss, he said, well, boss, you didn't ask me if I like to go. My boss said, well, you don't want to go? You can quit. He said, really? He said, yeah, you don't have any contract, you can quit. Oh, wow. I thought, I heard when I was in Washington, DC, Maryland, that the slaves don't have an option to quit. They have to do whatever the master says. And he said, Jude, do you think I'm a slave master? He said, I don't know. He said, so then he said, are you moving or not? He said, well, as long as I need a paycheck, I have to, right? He said, okay, you're moving. And he moved me to Arizona, but they didn't change my paycheck. Then I was very excited again because $36,000 Arizona was lesser and much better, right? And then guess what? I worked hard so good. You know why? I don't want to be in the E category. I want to be in a consultant category. I want to become a senior employee, become an expert where I am valued so that I can get paid more. I worked hard like anything. In 5 years after I moved to Arizona, then I kept moving up and kept increasing my paycheck. In 6 years later, I was a project manager, dealing with 50 plus people, okay, and making 120,000 in my paycheck. 120,000 from 36,000 within 6 years after I moved to Arizona. So that's where it is. I thought I own the world and I got a pay raises every single year. I thought that's the way to go. I got the world in my hand. I can do whatever I want, bull by the horn. I'm an intelligent guy, smart guy, right? And then guess what? Another year later, when I did not get a pay rise, I went to my boss and said, boss, guess what? I found a bug in the HR system. Really? Did you report it? He said, no, I'm telling you first. Really, what is it? Guess what? I did not get a pay rise. He said, oh my goodness. This is not a bug in the HR system. Dude, you did not get a pay rise. He said, really? He said, yeah. How do you know? He said, well, I'm the one who gives the raises. HR system just reports it to you. Wow. Then why didn't I get a raise? Well, be happy that you got a job. Really? Am I not working hard? Well, you are working hard. Actually, you are one of the best employees the company has. We always say that you are an asset to the company. Then my reward for working hard is I still have a job. He said, you're right, Jude. If I give you a pay rise, I need to let you go. Why? Because we are paying you already more than the market price. So I cannot justify your rate and still keep you. He said, what is market price? I thought you were going to pay me what I am worth. What is market price? He said, well, for your position, for the kind of duties that you do, the rate in the market. If I go shop for somebody with your skills, this is the rate. My dreams went away. Yes, I moved from E to S. Okay, but now I'm stuck. I was working hard like crazy, number of hours, that now I realize there is no security. Now somebody else controls it. And at the same time, the amount of money that I was making depended on the number of hours, and my hours are maxed out. I'm working 50, 60 hours a week and they're paying me 40 hours. Forget it, even if I'm a contractor working for them, it's only 60 hours. How much money can I make 60 hours a week? Right? So I understand, if I work 40 hours a week, it will take 2,000 hours in a year. Even if I make $100 an hour, I only make 200,000 a year. If I work rest of my life working 2,000 hours a year, if I work for 50 years, 100,000 hours in my lifetime. If I make $100 an hour rest of my life, I make $10 million a year. But what about my taxes? What about my other expenses? That's it. That's my lifetime income. Gross income would be 10 million. After taxes, it would be 5 million. After expenses, it is probably 2 million. Then how am I going to live with it when I retire? The same lifestyle. But if you look at the B, guess what? Here, look at the number of hours that you have. Robert Kiyosaki says, if you are a big business owner, the minimum number of employees that you have in your business is at least 500. Is that right? At least 500 people, you should have it. Then only your business is called a big business. 500 employees working 10 hours a day, that is a 5,000 hours a day. That's the company producing in a day. And that means in a week, they have 5,000 times 5, 2,500 hours. In a month, they have 100,000 hours. Think about it. But this is what it is. 500 employees is 4,000 hours in a day. 4,000 hours in a day. You know, for one person, an employee, if you want to work 4,000 hours, do you know how long does it take? 2 years. So that means what you produce in 2 years as an individual, a big business with the 500 employees produces it in 1 day. So would you like to make it in 1 day, or would you like to make it in 2 years? And moreover, and the owner is somewhere enjoying somewhere in Acapulco or Caribbean, Hawaii. And the 4,000 hours per day does not include his hours. It is somebody else's hours. That means not only he's making so much money, he's also free. He has the time and the money. That is the power of a big business, right? But you know that in industrial age, what it takes, just I told you, just to create a toilet tissue, how much does it take? But today, we don't live in an industrial age. We live in an information age. In information age, you can do the miracles. You can have a big business without having that infrastructure, without having all those employees, and without having the overhead, right? You can be smart enough and create your business assets simply online without much. Today, all that your biggest asset is your knowledge, right? And the internet. If you have a mentor, how to convert into an asset, then you can have a big business without worrying about a capital, without worrying about infrastructure, without worrying about employees. Think about employees. If you have 500 employees, if you just pay $10 an hour, in a day, you have to pay $40,000 in a payroll. In a month, think about it. In a year, you pay $10 million in a paycheck. In a year, 2,000 hours times 500 times 10. That's what you pay. Just by spending $10 an hour. Who will work for $10 an hour? Not even janitor would work. Do you have enough money to pay for the 500 employees? Forget it. That's where exactly we talk about network marketing that solves all the problems of an industrialized big business. Instead, we can start a business in the information age, but even then you need a mentor. You still need an infrastructure, but doesn't have to be yours. If it is available, you can. You still need a product or service, but it doesn't have to be yours. You can have it. So information age business is all about leveraging. Can I leverage the infrastructure of another big business? Can I leverage somebody else's good product and service? Can I leverage other companies' employees without me taking the risk? Can I leverage a mentor's expertise so that I don't have to go through the entire learning cycle? That's what it is, information age. Okay. And you also heard from Robert Kiyosaki that a big business network marketing also means you need to build a network of 500 partners. Then only it becomes a big business. So it does not happen overnight. No big business is built overnight. Kiyosaki clearly says that it takes at least 10,000 hours for somebody to become an expert. It took me 6 years for me to be called a senior employee, an expert, a consultant. Same thing in a big business. Any skill, no matter what it is, it takes at least 5 years to become an expert. But is 5 years a too long a time to become an expert in building a big business? If you think it is, then you're not ready. Okay. If you think that is nothing compared to the rest of my life, I can work hard for 5 years and I can enjoy the rest of my life. If you're that guy, then you're in. Okay. Well, let's go to the, quickly to the business plan. Okay. This is what you do right now. You go work for your job, you build your employer's asset with your time, and then they give you the money. So then basically you are giving your time and they're giving you the money. You're trading your time, you're trading your life for their money. But they're building an asset. You're not building an asset. You're simply making money. And then you take that money and you go to your store and buy the products because you need the products. And then by buying the products, you are building the store's asset. You are trading your money for their products. What are you making? Nothing. You're just having a living with those products. So you are expert in building your employer's asset and your shopping asset, your shopper's asset, but not your asset, right? And now, by doing what you are doing, using the information age technology, you with the help of your mentor and with the support system, we want to help you to be a big business owner, create a residual ongoing income. Okay, good. All right. And give me 1 second. Good. Then how do we do that? How can we convert our normal day-to-day things into a business? This is what we do. Is with the help of a network. You build a network of team members who are business partners and a network of clients. And then with the help of these things, you create transactions. What is a transaction? Whenever you buy stuff that you want, it is a transaction. And that transaction makes the money for the business owner who owns the product, right? But what if your transaction is generating the profit for them, but if you are the one generating the traffic, if the business owner knows that the traffic is coming through you, they are very happy to pay you a compensation, provided you own the transaction traffic. They know that it is through you and they can measure it, right? So, and with all these different services that we buy anyway, every day, that's it. So you think about all electronics, skincare, auto services, technology, energy drinks, pet supply, anything that you buy today, that you have it. But the question is, how do I bring all these guys together under one umbrella, and so that I can send my traffic to that one URL and they track everything and they pay me and my partners? That means I need to build another infrastructure, a website, and I need to build connections with the other suppliers. Then I need to build the inventory. Then I need to build all the things about shipping and handling and taxes and legalities and a business expansion in multiple countries. Basically, I need to be another Amazon. Do I have the expertise to become an Amazon? And I don't have the money and I don't have the expertise? Forget it. So I need somebody's help to do that. Somebody who can provide everything to me and I just bring the transactions to them and they pay me a compensation for bringing the traffic and creating the volume. Who that can be? That must be a trusted partner who has an experience, who has an integrity, right? And then who has the money? They know how to solve problems. That kind of a company. That's what it. And we found a partner who has been in business for 60+ years, as running $9 billion worth of revenues. They have a business in 100+ countries. They have never missed a check to be paid to any of their partners. They solved all the problems, no matter what, whether it's governmental, legal, or something else. They are experts at doing everything else. And they have products that they give 100% money back guarantee for the customers and for you. And they provide a great compensation program. They provide a great training. And on top of the infrastructure and those things, you also are given a mentorship program, a mentor and a mentorship program. Let's see who those two partners are. Infrastructure, entire background, and then the front end, the mentorship. Ready? Here you go. Amway, the company that started in 1959, has paid out $59 billion in profits to partners like you and me. 59, 60 plus years in business, right? Ranked number 42 by the Forbes magazine as the America's largest private companies. Number one direct selling business in the world. 8.6 billion in sales. 180-day customer satisfaction guarantee. You know what that means? 180-day, 6 months. That means you buy something on 179th day, you create a return. Hey, I don't need this product. Of course, I used everything, but I just want to tell you, I was so unhappy using this product. Amway says, no problem. Just send me the empty box back, empty bottle back. We'll give you all the money back, and you can find a return label online for this product. Can you imagine you selling a product to a customer with that kind of a guarantee? You buying a product for yourself with that kind of a guarantee? With no overhead. If you are the business owner, if a customer returns, entire cost goes on you. There's nothing to worry about here. And think about building a business in 100 countries. That means providing the infrastructure for you to in 100 different countries where you have to do nothing. You just generate a traffic, whichever country that you want to generate. Infrastructure is already available for you. And the company that has the products that has 800 patents on them. So these are not the normal product, ordinary product that, okay, just bring somebody's product and put my label on it and sell it. No, we stand behind those products. These are the phenomenal products the customer would love to have it, right? Well, let's quickly see a small video. All right, come on, load. Okay, all right, we'll come back to this later. Oh, there you go. I think it looks like the host has to do it. Oh, sorry. Oops, what's happening? Oh, it stopped. Oh. Oh, it's not playing? No, I need to be a host. Then only you can. Yeah. Oh, I'm the host. Yeah. Oh, okay. When I share it, I should share it with that. Okay. Sorry, guys. There was a switching of a host and co-host. So when I started sharing it, I did not enable my audio. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay. Good. In the interest of the time, we'll move on. Okay, we'll share that video later. And then this is the BWW system, Britt Worldwide. I talked to you about Bill Britt. Okay, he founded this system almost 50 years ago. They have produced one of the largest number of millionaires using the Amway opportunity, experts. They have hundreds of multi-millionaires in their organization who created a system together, a mentorship. How many of you would like to learn from somebody who has already gone through and willing to share, and you just have to learn it? You don't have to create it. You have to learn it and leverage the technology infrastructure that they've already provided, and the contents. You just plug in and learn. That's what it is. Okay. All right. So very quickly, I'll just go over this very quickly. Okay. This is what it is. You are an independent business owner. Okay. Your platform is, you have an Amway that provides the product, services, infrastructure, everything. You don't have to lift nothing. For entire background is provided by Amway. And then BWW is that provides the mentorship program that saves you time, energy, and money. Remember my story? When I started, when my uncle told my dad, he'll be fit for nothing. But then how come I became successful? If the same uncle came back when I was coming to America and said, wow, son, I'm so proud of you. You made it. You know what? I always knew you're going to make it big in life. Well, why didn't you tell me when I was going through the tough time? If you knew that I'm going to be successful, why didn't you tell my dad at the time, don't worry, your son is going to be successful? What if my dad listened to you and did not send me to college? Then I realized, I know a lot of my cousins did not become successful, even though they were smarter than me. They went to college, but they didn't become successful. That's when I realized my mom did not just send me to college. She asked my uncle to mentor me, who knew about colleges. He knew what courses to take for a better job. Whereas my cousins went to college and took some random courses. They were excited about going to college, going to the town, and enjoying just hanging out with the girlfriends and spending money in the hotels and going to the movies. That's what they were excited about, going to college. Whereas I was mentored by my uncle, who guided me through. That's why I made it. See, was it easy for my mentor? No. For him, he used to wake me up 3:30 in the morning and used to say, this is the best time to learn. Oh my God, I was so sleepy. I used to hate him. But guess what? Now I realize, for him to wake me up at 3:30 in the morning, he had to wake up 3:30 in the morning. He doesn't have to. He did. A mentor pays the price for us. And he does things that we don't even like because we don't understand what it is. Mentorship is not easy. Okay? If we appreciate the mentorship, then you will understand later why your mentor told you to do certain things. At the same time, that's when I understood. Mentorship does not mean your mentor does everything for you. Your mentor provides the path. Because of the mentorship, it saves you time, energy, and money. It prevents you from having a hard failure. That's what it is. That's when I appreciated the value of a mentorship. That's what BWW is. And the person who introduced you to this business, either that person is your mentor or he has access to a mentor who he's going to introduce you to, with the help of which you're going to learn it. Okay, well, the rest of the business plan is very simple, guys. This is what you do in a simplicity: shop, share, learn. The hardest thing is, number one, learning it. You try to do a business without learning, you are saying that I want to do business without a mentorship. That's what it is. The first thing comes is a mentorship. You must be willing to learn. Why would you learn? Because you are hungry. Because you have a valid reason to become successful. You cannot stay where you are. You are willing for help. Take help. That's why you do. You learn. What do you learn? Simple things that you think you already know. Shopping and sharing. We all know shopping. But do you know how to shop like Amazon? Do you know how to shop like Walmart? Or you only know how to shop like a customer who shops at Walmart? Do you have the intelligence of a customer, or do you have the intelligence of a business owner? Your mentorship program and your mentor even teaches you how to shop. Not only how to shop, he also teaches you how to share the products that you have to develop the customers. And he also shares, he teaches you how to share this business opportunity to find the business partners. That's the thing that you need to know. The biggest question people ask is, I am not good at talking to people. I am not good at finding people. I don't know how to sell. I don't know this. I don't know this. I know you don't know. I know that. If you knew, you could have already built an Amazon. We know you don't know. That's where we are here. Are you willing to learn? We are going to teach you. We'll teach you social media marketing. We'll teach you triple skills. We'll teach you, the interpersonal relationships, the professional development, relationships. Okay, you name it, and you have learned all those 8 assets Robert Kiyosaki talks about, the things that you learn by building a network marketing business through the mentorship. So that is our duty to teach you. Your duty is to learn. Your duty is to put an effort. Your duty is not count the time. That's what it is. If you do the work, I will show you what kind of a work matters so that you don't just keep doing any kind of work, right? If you really show up hungry, then I will match your hunger by giving you my time to help you succeed, right? If you don't take your current or past situations as an excuse, then, I can help you. Because if you do that, I would say it is a BS. Because you want to get out of that situation. That's why you are here. Don't forget that, right? And then, if you're afraid of some people saying no to you, I'm telling you, I can help you provide a bulletproof vest. How to handle that? Are you ready? Or are you the guy who is going to go out into the market without the vest and get killed? Right? If you stop comparing yourself with somebody else, you become successful in your own terms, in your own time, with the help of your mentor. Only compare you to you, not to somebody else, right? And you must be willing to able to answer all questions on your own. Lots of questions. You should be able to willing to answer questions on your own. There are lots of things you can just Google it, dude. For everything. You said, oh, mentor, help me. Really? Let me take you to the bathroom too. No. You must have that figure it out mentality. The things that are really hard for you that you cannot figure out, I will help you. Right? I can go on now. Okay? And don't freak out at the clock. Right? Oh my God, I've been in this business for 3 months. I did not make money. Oh, I've been in this business for 6 months and I make the money. When was the last time in such a short time you created such phenomenal results? How long did you go to school to? How much money are you making right now? How long have you been working at your job? Are you making all the money that you want to make right now? How long did it take for you to become an expert? Nothing happens overnight. You should stop counting the clock. Instead, focus on how can I become better? Okay? Well, the rest of the things is simple. There are so many different types of products. You need to take the time to learn about these products. Phenomenal products. They come with the 180-day money-back guarantee. What else do you want? They must be good products. Okay? Sit with the person who invited you here and learn about those products. Okay, world-class products that even Chinese Olympics team took our healthcare brand as their brand for the Olympics team. They wanted all their Olympic players to take only Neutralite and nothing else. That is the quality of Neutralite. It is 85 years plus in the business. Our skincare product that is a byproduct of our nutrition, because our nutrition is coming from the natural organic sources. And we created our skincare product from the same plant-based sources that Nutrilite is made of. Our energy drinks, sugar-free energy drinks, full of B12, that provides natural energy, sustainable energy without the sugar crash. And I can go on and on. Okay. On top of it, all other retailers who provide the products that we do not make. Right? The things that you're already buying is available and you get paid for those things. Okay. I'm not here to talk about all those things right now. Okay. And you have the rest of the process for you to learn about all those things. Okay. And I provide you some resources. Okay. Bottom line. Number one, you are the best customer for your own business. Okay. If you own a business, where would you buy your products? So far, you have been a customer of some other business and you're making them rich, helping them build an asset. Now you know that you, by becoming a customer of your own business, you can develop your own asset. It is your shop. And then do what? Then develop some customers. And then what? And develop some other business partners who want to mimic you and learn from you and your mentor. And thus you develop the volume. So there are 10 different ways you can make money. I'm going to talk about 3 major ways. One, everything that you buy at a wholesale price. There is a 29% markup. The price between your price and the customer price, 29%. Right? And then at the end of the month, that month, depending on the total sale that happens that month, that includes your purchases, your customer purchases, and your team purchases. All together, based on that, they will give you a volume discount, also called a performance bonus. And the performance bonus is based upon a scale. But a retail profit, the 29% markup, has no limits. You buy $1, $10, $100, $1 million. Everybody buys same product at the same price. But the performance bonus, the name itself says performance. It is based on the performance. If you're higher performance, higher percentage. Your goal is to increase your performance from 0 to 3 to 25. 3%, anybody can make it with their own personal purchases. If you just switch your shopping, you can be 3% and 6%, even 9%. And I've seen people who are 12%. Just with your own personal purchases. Bigger the family, bigger the need. Okay. And then you find other customers who need those products. Yeah, you find the customers. But the thing is, how do you find the customers? Well, do you want to learn? That's where we teach you. That's where we come into picture. We teach you if you are willing to learn. Right? And then we find partners who are willing to do the work and want to become successful. And that's how you keep building the customer base, network base, and then you keep increasing the performance. In this example, you talk about, when you purchase yourself about $300 worth, you get a performance bonus of 3%. And your monthly income is $96. If you have some 6 other partners, if they each buy $300 worth, and your performance bonus would be 9%, and you make $222 per month. And if those 6 partners, if you duplicate what you learned with your mentor and help them find 4 partners each, then everybody has 4. Then 4 plus 1, 5. 6 groups, 30 plus 1, 31. 31 people, your total monthly income would be $1,221. Everybody is shopping just $300 per month. What if they buy 600? What if they buy 900 or 1,000 or 1,200? With a less number of people, your performance bonus would be higher. Okay. And if these 4 guys, if we help them to find 2 more people, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 times 4, 12, plus 1, 13, 13 times 6, 78, plus 1, 79. 79 people shopping, including you. Your monthly income is $3,204, and you are at the top of the bonus scale, 25%. and your yearly income is $38,000. At this point in time, Amway pays you an annual bonus of $15,000 if you maintain this business month after month for 12 months, from September through August. That is the fiscal year for Amway. Okay, that $15,000 income that makes it, you become a Q12 Platinum, and your average income is $57,000 per year. That takes around a year to a year and a half, or even 2 years for you to make that kind of an income. Are there people who made it much faster than that? Yes, you bet. Are there people who took longer than that? Yes, you bet. So I don't want to compare with anybody else. You know, the very first day I joined, I said, what, I'm going to smoke this multi-millionaire. Guess what? I don't know why they took 5 years to become multi-millionaire. I'm going to show them in 6 months, I'll be one. I know. Probably that you'll be thinking too. Nothing wrong. Depending on how much you know, how much are you willing to learn, how fast you want to learn, what kind of effort you put in, and so many things. You know, nobody can decide the speed at which you become, only you. Okay, so once you become an expert, Q12 Platinum, with the help of your mentor, then you are a mentor who can mentor others. In this case, if you can mentor 6 other people to do the same thing, if they reach the same $57,000 income, and guess what? You are called a diamond in the business. Your income is $500,000 minimum. You can make even up to make $2.7 million. If you help 3 people, then you are called an emerald in the business. Your income is around $118,000 per year, or you can be up to $700,000. It's up to you. Okay, and this is an ongoing income, because at this level, when you help somebody else, you get to earn a leadership bonus of 6%. 6% leadership bonus. That is your asset-based income. Every person that you train to become an expert, because now they can build a business on their own with or without you, the 6% keeps coming with or without your effort into that business. That's why it is an asset. And moreover, that is an ever-expanding asset, because it is not a static asset, it is a dynamic asset. It is up to that leader how big that he wants to make it. Right? Bigger they make it, bigger your compensation is. All that I have to say is, God, help this Kevin to make more money. Why? If Kevin makes more money, my 6% of his money is more. Right? That's what it is. I don't have to ask for the bonus. I'll automatically get more if Kevin makes more. Right? That's how it works. Well, here's one thing. Let's say this guy is a Q12 Platinum, and let's say this guy helped another guy, and whereas this guy went and helped 3 people, he became an emerald. And the guy below him, he went and helped 6 people because he knows how to do it now. He went and helped 6. And this guy stopped with 3. And whereas this guy stopped with 1. And guess what? It doesn't matter how much you know. It is how much work that you do once you know what to do that matters. That means this guy put the effort and he's making $500,000. This guy put the less effort, he's making $118,000. He's making $57,000, even though he's on top of the pyramid. A CEO is on the top of the job pyramid. There's no way that guy at the bottom can make more money than the CEO. Here, it doesn't matter who is on the top. You can make more money than the guy on the top. That's why it's an equal opportunity for you to become unequal. This doesn't restrict you to pass your mentor. My mentor is a springboard to teach me the basics, fundamentals. Once I know what to do, I'm going to work my butt off to become wealthy myself. It is not to be in my competition with my mentor. It is, I am hungry to become rich. My conditions are different and their conditions are different. It's up to them. Okay, my mentor doesn't stop me from getting more richer. Actually, my mentor will be more happier if I become rich because his 6% will be higher. Okay, that's why this is not a pyramid scheme. A military, your job HR system and this network marketing, everything is a pyramid, but it is not a pyramid scheme. It is a pyramid structure. Pyramid scheme is illegal. The guy on the top makes more money because he came first and he introduced you. That is not the case here. This is a value-based pyramid, right? Well, there are phenomenal trips that's available as you become successful in this business. And you can qualify for more than one every year, right? And then, well, these are the additional resources. So where can I find more about this company? Well, this is what you do. If your teacher asked you to write a project, do a project research and do something, can you just go to Google and Google it and put that information on your PowerPoint and submit? Any students, if you submit it, what happens? I know a good friend of mine doing a PhD in Arkansas. He did that and they even kicked him out of college. Unfortunate, right? So because even though you search for the same thing again on Google, it does not become a research. Searching again and again is not a research, right? So you need to know where to search for it, okay? The other day, I was searching on Google. I said, Google is the best search engine. I got hundreds of links. Then I changed my search string. I said, Google sucks as a search engine. I got more links. Oh my God, Google is so honest. So what is Google? It shows you who you are. Google is like a mirror. Have you ever stood in front of a mirror? Does it show you or does it show somebody else? Google shows who you are. That means it will show you what you are searching for. If you say Jesus is a savior, it will tell you all the reasons why Jesus is a savior. If you say Christianity is a scam, you will find so many links that tells you why Christianity is a scam. That is Google. It will show you what you are looking for. It is a tool to provide you the resources for what you are looking for. But it does not what the real stuff is. You go at Dun & Bradstreet. It is where the companies, the creditors, the countries go to research about a company, okay, and their resources, their credibility, okay. BBB, Better Business Bureau, that's where you find out about a company, what the customers are talking about the company, what kind of complaints are there, how many complaints have been resolved, what kind of a standing in the society, right? And then there is, FTC.gov, Federal Trade Commission, protecting America's consumers. Go and find out, okay? And the IRS.gov, find out whether this business is legitimate and if there are tax benefits or not, okay? And then there are other places where you can go, AmwayGlobal.com, to see how many different countries that we have a business and how to get started and the plan basics and everything. You go to AmwayConnections.com to know more about Amway and the products that have it, and you can actually read so many blogs about it. And you can go to Nutrilite.com to find the Nutrilite products, artistry products, and water treatment products and so many things. And the person invited you here also is going to provide you some business support materials that are shareable from their BWW account. Okay, they're going to share with you some audios, some videos, and the entire business plan that I shared with you with the numbers will be shared with you so that you can actually go through the numbers and do the calculations and go sit with the person who invited you here and say, what, can you explain me how this number came? They will explain that to you. That's why we have the next subsequent, steps, all right? That's what it is. But finally, if you are not really, do not have the entrepreneurship mentality, the business is not for you. If you are a consumer, we have a tremendous products, especially today with the COVID-19, our products really helping people to help enhance their immunity. Yeah, we don't claim that, our products will treat COVID or prevents COVID or something, because nobody has ever tested on COVID. When was the time to test anything on COVID? but we do have disinfectants that clean the surfaces 99.99% of bacteria and viruses, including HIV. If you want to stay clean so that you'll be safe, go get it. We have an air purifier that cleans air, 99.97% of clean air. So we have the hand washers, and we have the nutrition product that helps you increase your boost your immunity. Okay, protect you from becoming a victim. All right, your person invited you can talk to you about it. All right, with that, we're done and back to the host.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sudhakar and Sridevi, for that plan. That was amazing. And it was very informative. And I'm sure everyone feels more confident after that session. So could I have all the partners who have significant assets that generate more than $250,000 annually unmute yourself and state your name and profession?